So what are the odds that we are having two mech-based action roguelike Horde survival games almost at the same time coming out? One is fully out and one is currently in a demo version, and today we are going to check out Machine Armor Zero, which is a survival game based on mechs. There are some RPG systems in it and extra, like endless build stuff. So without further ado, tutorial on and pressing the start button just right now. Let's see how the game plays, because I am pretty excited to check this out. So we have attack speed critical. Ooh, wait a second. So we have a bunch of stuff that we can invest. So we have 0 gold, or I don't know, coins that we can invest, but we have like attack speed, duration, damage percent, pierce, accuracy, explosive ammo, bullet ammo, dodge, knockback, life lock, fire damage, energy, ammo, lightning damage, AoE, seek cooldown. Wait, what is seek? Seek is, okay, so 0% seek chance, wrong, 0 out of 5, costs 100. So we have nuke ammo, life regen, flat damage, pierce plus plus, AoE plus plus, seek plus plus. To be honest, I'm not sure a few of them, what they even mean. But they sound mechish. So like if you played, like as I mentioned before, Battletech or Mech Warrior, you definitely know that there are a bunch of stuff that you can customize on your mech, and you're pretty sure that you don't know anything about them. So what about choose tech points, 50 out of 100. So we can invest 50 points before the start. So we have critical ammo, beam amplifier, looks like a head of a dragon. We have the ammo salvager. Ooh, sounds great. And we have the ammo catching, bullet catching tech. Let's go with, let's try to unlock or use as much as we can out of the 50. So I would say beam amplifier, 120%, bonus beam damage, +1 to maximum nukes, and minus 30% all damage. Increases the damage effectiveness of all beam weapons. However, the technology takes up extra space and reduces the capability of other weapon systems. Sounds pretty decent to me. And we have salvage ammo, which means plus 10% chance to gain ammo on hit, plus 50% chance to find items. Whoa, so we are having like ARPG type of stuff here with the, the item find. And 5 to maximum life in a minus. A system for hunting scrap from enemies into useful ammunition. However, the resource drain reduces the overall durability of your mech. I like how things are getting, phrased here. Okay, so we have choose weapon. We have blade gun. Sounds really cool. Lightning gun or blaster. Let's see. Blade gun. Plus 20% seek. Plus 10% per level. Weapon that shoots levitating battle discs. Grants seek chance. At maximum level, it evolves into Infinity Blade, which periodically auto-summons a blade drone. I understand the words separately. I do not understand the whole page or the whole picture, but a blade gun is definitely something I would try to check out and use. So let's go with that. Okay, let's see. Interesting graphics. So we have like high fidelity model, but the environment looks a little bit mushy. Like reminds me of old. Oh boy, we're stomping on. Wait a second, stomping on dead soldiers. That's pretty cruel. Let's try to avoid them. So kind of reminds me of older games. Like not pretty sure, but kind of like a Metal Gear vibe here and there. Not exactly sure. So press spacebar to use your shield. You can break barriers and block projectiles. Okay. So with the space, we are doing the dash. Ooh. Okay, that was a little bit out of place animation, if you ask me. But it's pretty cool. Ooh, so shooting the blade stuff. Oh, wait a second. I can also like charge into the enemies and also hit them thanks to the charge. Ow. Here's a full tank. Okay. Let's go round. 40 out of 50. So different mech parts are getting damaged, if I understand this correctly. Mission complete. Head to the rendezvous point. Okay, let's go. I really like the charge animation. It's pretty great. Embark. So this is the second stage, I guess. Pressing the embark button. Awesome. Mech is just touching down. Investigate the alien presence. Okay, let's go. Shooting the blade gun, or what was the name? Using the charge. Great one. Interesting. I know what it reminds me of. I've got those Sega games back in the day, like late 90s, and it was extremely cool, but for some reason this game, you know, graphic-wise and atmosphere-wise, kind of reminds me of those old Sega games. I mean, in a really good way, but I wasn't sure if I expected this. Whoa, you got one hit. That was a really long animation. Wow. Okay. Interesting stuff. So I just ran into the beam straight, and we got some game over here. Okay, so gunblade, not exactly what I was hoping for, to be honest, but let's go. Okay, so we have 400 to spend, so we can just invest some of our coins into some extra coolness. For example, attack speed, because we love attack speed. And how about giving some dodge? No, it costs more than we have. Okay, exponentially increasing all the upgrades cost every single time if you buy another upgrade. Okay, totally understandable. Now attack speed is what we are blasting, and ammo catching, yes please. And how about lightning gun? Plus 10% lightning on hit, plus 5% per level. Gun that strikes enemies with lightning and uses no ammo grants a chance for any weapon hit to strike nearby enemies with lightning. At maximum level, it evolves into a dragon gun, summoning a dragon drone that will attack nearby enemies with lightning. Sounds extremely decent. So, to be honest, for me, it seems like we have like brutal homage from like, you know, like Gurren Lagann, different types of Final Fantasy stuff, mecha stuff, Japanese mecha things, all the great stuff, you know, that everybody loves. Not a huge fan of these things, to be honest, except Final Fantasy, but seems like it is working. And what's going on with my lightning? Ooh, okay, so I have to... Wait, I have like a recharge phase or something. And this is an AoE one. Okay. Plastic. Wait a second. So, the torso is getting damaged. And I got taken out by like 5 hits. Okay, so the lightning gun is also not what I expected. Because it was really slow. Okay, I know it's using no ammo. Understand that. Okay, let's off the tutorial. What about the unit? Unit 0. The basic mech design has no inherent strengths or weaknesses. I'm pretty sure we cannot change it because this is the DLC. As it says, Nightmare and Hell mode is logged. So let's go with start once again. And try to have some better progress. What is this? Critical chance, minus critical damage, and minus ammo capacity. Okay, let's go with these two. And what? Oh, Cryo Lazer. So blade gun, we already know this. Cryo Lazer, plus 5% freeze, plus 5% per level. A long-range beam weapon grants a chance for all weapons to freeze. Maximum level, it evolves into nuclear beam, granting all hits a chance to restore nuke ammo. Not pretty sure what nuke ammo is, but sounds good. So the portal took you to somewhere unknown. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Now this is the weapon we were looking for. Interesting. The mech's movement is kind of sloppy, so like not consistent. Going forward, we have little like staggering motions. Not sure why do we have this, but definitely interesting. And am I going to be able to survive this one? Because I'm using a bunch of ammo. But if I understand this correctly, if I get the green ones, I get ammo back. No, that's the XP. Never mind. Get the level. Okay, so we can get new weapon. Or I can upgrade my already existing one. So what is Meteor Gun? Bonus 15% chance to store a meteor on kill. Plus 5 per level. A slow but powerful meteor gun will store meteors on kill. The next shoot will fire all stored meteors. Maximum level, it will evolve into an asteroid cannon, automatically attacking any nearby enemy with a meteor. I guess that sounds extremely powerful. And on kills, I am, storing a meteor. And how do I use it? With the right click? Yes, with the... Ooh. Almost like a nuking type of attack. Pretty interesting. Awesome, so I don't have to kill with the meteor gun to get the stuff stored. I just simply have to land the kill with the mech. And of course using... Ooh, wait a second, I can just project, knock back the projectiles. It's definitely cool. Ooh. Ooh. Shield is almost done. Well, 1 out of 5. I think if you're getting one hit, that's going to be it. So I have to be a little bit more careful there. Let's unleash the meteor. Is there a way to get back HP, for example? Sure. Okay. Bunch of like wasp drones. I only hate 2 animals in this world. Snakes and wasps, so pretty cool. Ooh, boy. Unnecessary long destruction animation. I like it. Pretty fun. Okay. So game over. Means that we definitely need to have like upgrades on the mech, because otherwise we're going to go down. And it says every single time what is the next cost of the next level. I really like this. So cooldown reduction. We really like cooldown reduction in every game, so we are going just to invest into cooldown reduction. And what is this Flamethrower? A short-range flame weapon applying a stacking damage over time effect. At maximum level, it will evolve into Inferno Cannon, granting all weapon hits a chance to create ground fire. Okay, that sounds like my jam. Not a huge fan of fire weapons at all, but Flamethrower is the exception, the best exception of all times, because you're flowing flames. You're kind of like a dragon, so it's pretty cool. But what I don't understand... Oops, we got 1 hit. If I'm using the Flamethrower, am I going to get out of like ammo capacity or whatever? Took 1 hit, but on level it's getting replenished. Great to know. Meteor gun, we tried this. How about the blaster? +3 charge per nearby enemy. Ooh, okay. A basic blaster weapon. Nearby enemies will cause it to charge up. At max charge, your next attack to fire a super blast. Maximum level, it will evolve into Mega Blaster, which gives any hit a chance to grant charge. Let's go. Let's check the blaster. Ooh, okay. So, pretty standard weapon, as the tooltip stated. Pretty fast. And okay, to aim with it. Nice. I like this. So we have a bunch of weapons to choose from, and some of them are pretty easy to control, some of them are kind of, clustered, but, it's a good thing, because if you have your own style of playing, maybe you're going to find a Flamethrower something that you like, or, the blaster or whatever. It seems like the stuff is getting recharged by time passing. Okay, I like this. So we have to survive until stuff is charging back, and just lay waste to the enemies. Projectiles are pretty tricky. Enemies are dealing a bunch of damage. But if I time my charge right, I can just really easily deflect those projectiles. That's a cool one. Max life bonus, attack speed, and magnet range definitely need max life bonus because we are having some problems. And max life bonus only gives us capacity bonus extra and not increasing our current HP. That's pretty cool. Okay. Ooh, Blaster has a really small cooldown. So I'm just going to use the Blaster while the Flamethrower is just recharging. Okay. The thing is that it would be nice to see a little bit, you know, bigger variety of enemies. Maybe on the next level I will be able to see more, but those fast drones are getting a little bit tiring. Whoops, and I just ran into a projectile and our mech is just down. Okay, so the leveling up system is pretty okay, to be honest. I really liked how items are getting charged over time. So if my main weapon is out of charge or out of ammo, I can use my secondary or just go around, do the charging attack and wait until it's getting charged. So pretty cool. We do not have enough coins to upgrade stuff. So ammo catching once again, and we're going to check out a last weapon, which is the missile launcher. Plus 15% chance to shoot twice. Solid, and plus 5% per level. A seeking missile weapon grants a chance for any weapon to shoot twice. At maximum level, it will evolve into Hellfire Launcher, which grants a global chance to create an explosion on hit, Great. You know, let's go with this one. And we are landing. Portal took you to somewhere unknown. Great. Kinda long, but unnecessarily long intro. That stuff is taking you somewhere unknown. And this is a seeking launcher. So if I just, you know, use it, it's going to seek for the closest enemy. But it does not have a extra good damage because I needed to shoot 3 rockets to take out a single enemy, but it seems like that it has an AoE effect. So if I wait a little and wait until many enemies are getting in the same place next to each other, I can blast them down with a cool tactics. I like this. Gattling gun. So how about this one? Plus 20% chance to not consume ammo. Great one. And plus 10% per level. Powerful Gattling cannon grants all weapons a chance to not consume ammo. At maximum level, it evolves into a hyper cannon, dealing increased damage and global attack speed the longer you fire continuously. Yes, okay. So that's a no-brainer because I'm just going to fire continuously, holding down the right click and laying waste to those pesky wasp drones. Okay. Shooting the projectiles, 2 of them at the same time, great one. And while we are waiting for those cannons to connect, or sorry, missiles to connect, we are just blasting the Gatling gun. So the thing is that some of the animations are pretty cool. So for example, the Gatling gun is pretty nice based on, you know, the whole aesthetic, the whole vibe of the game. But for example, the explosion is kind of out of place. So maybe it's a placeholder. You know, this is a demo. But it's kind of the opposite of the whole vibe. So I don't really like it. So double shot chance. 20% chance to double shot. Okay. We have the duration plus. Duration bonus, I guess. And cooldown reduction. Yes, please. We need some cooldown reduction. We have 4 HP left out of 10, so let's try to survive as long as we can. Maybe a little bit of like, you know, how do you call this? Like an aim assist would be awesome. in the game for some weapons. But sometimes it seems that the hits are not connecting pretty well. But otherwise, you know, moving around and controlling the stuff is pretty okay, so that's nice. Well, I just cannot let this pass by this. I just really want to see another weapon, because to be honest, I have like mixed feelings going toward to good and with some iffy ones. The whole game idea, the whole, you know, base or gameplay loop is pretty okay, because, you know, we like action roguelikes, we like Horde survival games pretty much, but the pacing of the game, it feels a little bit like, not clustered, but as I mentioned, stuttering. So like we have this like little stutters on the movement, enemy movements, how the projectiles are getting shut out. So if this could be like, you know, evened out, I think that would be an extremely solid experience. So it's a pretty cool experience now, in my opinion, but you know, mech games were always a niche. So I do understand that maybe some of you will say, dude, you are not an expert on mech games, so you don't know what I'm talking about. Yes, and I do agree on that, but I'm talking about, you know, like totally new player experience-wise, and the stuttering is, I think it doesn't do any justice to the whole game and the whole idea, because it seems like the dev, you know, like took its time and used a bunch of time, invested a bunch of hours into the game, and if he could even this out, I think it would be a much better experience. So we got the turret gun, and this is the Psionic Knife. I just want to see this. Plus 50% mine crush chance. I'm not sure what that means. Plus 5% level. A weapon that amplifies the psionic abilities of its pilot to attack enemies. Grants a chance for all weapons to reduce the current life of the enemy by 1/10 on a hit. Ooh, okay. At maximum level, it will evolve into a Psi Beam, automatically firing a psionic beam that will kill weak enemies. Okay, so it sounds like a pretty sinister weapon. So we are going to attack the pilots of the mechs. So, you know, the weakest link in the chain is always the human factor, as we know this. So that's pretty cool. And maybe I'm not using the charge skill enough, although the charge skill is looking pretty cool and it is really, really useful. What I don't understand is my shield is getting recharged? I mean, durability wise. Let's see. Flamethrower, we already know these. What about Gravity Pod? Plus 30% chance ammo and attack speed and 10% per level. A Gravity Pod periodically damages nearby enemies, increases maximum ammo and attack speed. At maximum level, it will evolve into Mother Box, increasing the level at all current equipped weapons by 2. Weapons at maximum level will exceed their maximum level. Ooh. Wow, look at this. That's a pretty cool animation. Okay, this Psionic Knife stuff is extremely great. And it seems like that this one is firing constantly, so I don't even have to use my right click. It's definitely dealing less damage, lesser damage than the other ones, but it doesn't use huge amount of ammo. And I can just go and use my Psionic Knife to take down those drones. Also, having the same, you know, sound effect on the same enemy every single time if on dying, I think it's pretty redundant, so maybe it would be wise to reduce the chance of these. Like every single it's kind of, you know, it doesn't have it, you know, it's, I always prefer the less is more approach, and I would say that in this case definitely would better not to have those dying sounds every single time if you kill the same type of enemy over and over again. Okay. Ooh. They are dealing a bunch of of damage. So I really have to get some upgrades on my maximum HP or get better. Ooh. Interesting soldering. What about this? Oh, there was a reactor here, but I just casually walked into a projectile and I got destroyed. Well, we got some nice statistics over there. Wasn't able to read them because I was busy surviving. Okay, I think this one concludes the first, tryout of Machine Armor Zero, a mech-based survival game that is more like a horde survival one with interesting, like mixtures of RPG elements, upgrades. The dash mechanic can be used as a defensive, as an offensive one as well. I really like how the items are getting evolved. The tooltips are pretty awesome. We have a bunch of different types of, stats that we can upgrade. Oh, wait a second. We have the exact amount of money. So I'm just going to upgrade Seek. And back to the good music in the menu. So I really like the aesthetics of the game, but some of the elements and some of the, the effects are maybe placeholders or maybe from a totally different asset pack or whatever, but they do not fit into the game. This is a demo, so maybe it is going to get changed, but I really like the whole outlook of the mech and some of the weapons and also the effect of the weapons. The explosion one is my least favorite because it takes a lot of seconds unnecessarily, and also some of the explosion effects are totally out of place, so too realistic based on how the game looks. And I think that would be really awesome to get changed. This is how you say it in English. Is the environment. So like the environment is pretty mushy, like pretty blurry, and all the enemies and the mech and the weapons and the effects are pretty clear. So makes a little bit like dissonant effect, not a good way. And if I can recommend that reduce the dying sound on the same enemies every single time, I would like to make this recommendation because that's totally unnecessary and it does not give to the gameplay at all. But, to summarize this, I would think that this is a really nice start for Machine Armor Zero. If you like mech games and horde survival, definitely check it out. The demo is completely free. It's on Steam. Play it, give a feedback to the dev, and I'm pretty sure that he's going to use that feedback to make the game much better. So seems like that the mech themed horde survival games are just popping off these days, and I really hope some of you will check it out. And please let me know in the comments, what do you have in mind about the game called Machine Armor Zero. Thank you very much for joining. Click all the buttons on the screen, and I see you really soon with more indie demos.